Good evening. Hello. Welcome to the channel. As you can probably tell from the fact I've only done a single language greeting, I'm back in England today, so I'm not in Wales. So there's no obligation to do two language greetings. Here we are on Puzzle Combat. As you can see, I'm just doing my normal collecting all the stuff, which is what I tend to do. And today we are looking at, I'm going to ignore this gun. I'm going to do a big collection of guns at some point. As you can see, I've got loads of guns being manufactured. I might just chuck a couple more in now. I'm still hoping for a 5-star yellow weapon. I don't have a 5-star yellow weapon, so that's something I'm dreaming of. But today we're looking at the zombie event. Oh, God, gosh. The zombie event. The zombie event. So you can see my score. Actually, my first level is the highest score, which probably says it all, because the first level I was like, right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get a really high score. And my enthusiasm waned and has waned and waned and waned. So this is really looking at getting a reasonable score without going mad. And I'm looking at doing each level a maximum of 3 times to try and get a decent score. They're not going to be amazing scores. To get the absolute top, you probably need to replay it over and over and over and over again. But I've just the zombie event is my least favourite for a number of reasons, but mainly because of the complete randomness of people coming back to life or not. I could go with either yellow or red. There would work. So yellow or red could work here. I'm going to stick with yellow because I got yellow set up, but you know you could easily go with yellow, red. Sorry. So here we are, first attack. So there we are. See, typically enough, perfect board for the reds. Awful board for the yellows, but a really good board for the reds. So if I'd gone with reds, I would now be laughing. It's not down to the heroes I've got or anything like that. It's just not the board I could do with. So as you can see, this is not going to be an amazing attack. I mean, it's 20 odd seconds in. Here we are, 30 seconds in. You can see now the mobs are getting tougher. Still not quite at the point where I'm going to bring in Blunderbuss, because her chance to miss is quite annoying. But her attack boost is massive. And at the moment, the attack boost isn't really required. And he said required. That was developing a sudden inability to, well, is it a lisp? It's not a lisp, is it, when you speak with it? When you say waddling wabbits winging the way. I can't. I'm not very good at accents and things. Anyway, there we are. Let's not dwell on that. I have no idea why I'm still talking. So here we are, going on to the boss wave, and bomb, 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 bomb. Now it's not a case of that. There's no question that I'm going to get through this. The only real issue is, can I get through it and score a reasonable score? This isn't going to be an amazing score. If I'd gone with reds, it probably would be an amazing score, because the board initially was perfect for reds and awful for yellows. But this is the trouble. You can't predict the board. I could equally have gone with yellows and had an awful board for reds. So, there's no way of knowing for sure. You just, that's one of those things. Which team I could have got, either team would have worked. I just happened to have gone with the wrong one first time. 24,000, so that's not amazing. So that's my first attack. So this is my second attack, which is not looking promising, although it's going to be a nice big combo rolling off to start with. Oh, there is a 5 in a row yellow here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my, I've activated, as you can see, my, my attack boost. Now, suddenly there was a complete lack of yellow tiles on the board, so I didn't actually do much more than that. I think this is probably going to beat my score last time. I'm going to go for these two, who hopefully will have the power to knock all of them out, or not quite. So I'm at the point where my hero's special attacks are not wiping out the entire team, which is annoying. Targeting the central tank then for this last bit. Say central tank, boss enemy, whatever you want to call them. I know there was a 5 in a row purple there I ignored because I wanted to get the yellow tiles hammering into the enemy boss. Tiles are flying around. It's been a pretty good board in a lot of ways. Not amazing. Like if I was going for top 100 finish, I'd need to replay this. But that's not too bad. And then I'm going to activate this, because I always save the activation for the gravestones, because they're a pain in the neck if you don't get rid of them. 26,664. So that's my second attempt. I'm going to do one more attempt because, like I said, I'm doing each level a maximum of 3 times, and I could do better there. I'm going to do the attack boost straight away here because I can see that move is going to be a reasonable one, and it's opening up a board for a reasonable sort of yellow board. So obviously yellow boards is what I'm interested in. Now, I know from before that the chances are this isn't going to kill them. It's just going to wound them. So I'm going to save my specials on those guys. This is one of those not particularly good. Yeah, there we are. See, this would have been a mistake to really sort of go to town with this level because the board has deteriorated quite rapidly to the point where it's not a good board at all. So this isn't going to be an amazing score. It's certainly not going to beat the one I had last time, especially as there's a gravestone here. The gravestones are obviously what really annoy me because you can never predict. It used to be they came up every single time somebody died, and at least that was predictable. And now it's just totally random. So you'll have a mission, you'll be thinking, yes, I've got a really good score here. And then the game says, no, I'm going to give you a gravestone. And you don't have enough bottles stored up, and then before you know it, it's a pain in the neck. There's possibly an argument with this event for actually not going for monochrome, but going for like 2 colours, doing 2 red, 3 yellows, or 3 reds, 2 yellows. Possibly an argument for doing that. Look at this awful. I mean, there's a very strong argument here for just hitting flee and getting on with the next one, but not going to do that right this time because. In some ways, it's just nice to get the resources, and resources are always handy. And I'm a little bit behind in my farming because I've been just doing stuff as you do. Real life does get in the way of these things. Really, I'm still a very large way off being able to live entirely on YouTube content. Maybe one day. Yeah, so that isn't amazing, but never mind. So I've done my 3 goes. So you can see that my scores are actually going down, which is a bit depressing. I may revisit them, but at the same time, I'm giving each level 3 goes and not going any further. So now I'm moving on to the next level. First thing to do is check what mobs I'm facing. So, again, yellow. Yeah, yellow or red, but probably yellow. Blue's no good, so I'll probably go with yellow. Given the enemy mobs, nice opening 5 in a row there with blues. Admittedly, not very helpful. Even though they're off colour, you can still clear a lot of tiles, and that's always a good thing. Not liking this at the minute. I'm thinking this one isn't going to be a keeper. You can see not awful board, but not amazing either. Certainly, if it was like a raid, I'd probably be quite happy with this board. But for this particular event, that's no good. So that's first attempt. Second attempt, this time I will hit flee if I get to the point. I'm thinking, nah, it's no good. I'm going to try this. Now, generally speaking, I would say that moving tiles in the top row or 2 of the board have more effect. So the tiles at the top of the screen closest to the enemies, if you move those ones around, you move more tiles move about, it's more likely that you will end up killing various enemies and so on and so forth. So the top row is often the best one to move. So if I move these 3 yellows in the top corner, it'll trigger. It doesn't always trigger a combo, of course, but it's more likely to because it means you're moving tiles that are like way up at the top of the screen, and so you have more tiles down the bottom of the screen that get moved. I'm going to do this. This will trigger at least a small combo. It may trigger a big combo with a bit of luck. Not an amazing combo, but I could see it was going to trigger a small one. Always be on the lookout for combos. Combos are always a good idea. You get rewarded for combos on events because you get your match bonus, but also it's just generally a sensible idea to get some combos in play. That isn't. Oh, there we are. He's dead. There we go. That's a nice move. That was quite a nice board. I don't think I'm likely to improve my score on that one by much without like replaying it many times. So I'm probably going to keep that one. That looks reasonable enough. 26,812. Not an amazing score. Slightly higher than last time. I could score higher, but at the same time, it's like, how many times do I want to replay these levels? Particularly, as I say, zombies are not my favourite. So let's move on to level 9. Let's see. Oh, hang on. I haven't checked for the mobs. So what we're looking at here is... let's claim me loot. Bom, bom, bom. Claim me loot. Right. So what we're looking at here is... again, 2 colours you could go with here. So you could go with red because they're strong against green, and you go with yellow because they're strong against purple. Those are the 2 obvious colours. I could split it, which can work really well. I might, in fact, split it. Let's drop, given where we are, right, I'm still not quite at the point of bringing Blunderbuss in yet. I know she is a particularly powerful attack, but let's go for these guys. Let's see. So I'm going to try splitting it 3 and 2. Break the screen up a little bit, and we've got yellows going off there. Tiles whizzing around all over the place, as you do. Yeah, this is a bad board, bad start. 19 seconds in, you know, just throwing that one away. So let's hit flee here. So you can see there we are. That's 1 attempt. Right, second attempt. Have I got? Nope. I'm a bit low world energy. That's okay. I've got plenty of refills. 49 refills. That's embarrassing. Shows how many I've stashed up over time. Again, not looking. This is going to be better. There's one of those annoying gravestones there. See, now it's not as annoying because at least it's not the last mob, which can really just. Oh, it just drives me mad when you've killed all the mobs and there's one who suddenly resurrects. Who, like, you get a gravestone and they resurrects a zombie. It's like, oh goodness me. All right. Attempt number 2. So attempt number 3. This is going to be attempt number 3. So I'm going to run with this no matter what. Which could. It may be that this isn't as good as some of my other attempts, but I'm still going to go with it, however it turns out. I'm just going to hope that things kind of come together. It may do, it may not. That was a nice move there. You can see the combo, the power of the combo. Always look for a small combo. You never know, even a small combo can lead to a big combo. Oh, nice bit of board reshuffling there. Everybody loves a good board reshuffle. So, going to go bomb, bomb, bomb. I can see a 5 in a row red here, which is ideal because we're going on to the boss wave. I don't need to boost attack. Going to go for 5 in a row because Thrasher has already boosted attack. I'm going to hit this. I'm going to hope this will knock onto a yellow combo. I can see one close. And sure enough, there we are. I'm not going to hit the activate on the gravestone killing thing just yet. Going to activate it now and just hope that the other one doesn't come back as a gravestone. And yeah, there we go. That was good. That is the kind of move I'm looking at. That's what I'm talking about. That was my 3rd attempt. And actually, my 3rd attempt was pretty good. Slightly higher score than the previous one. 27,960. And there you go. So by limiting myself to 3 goes, I forced myself to have a decent attempt on the last go. And generally it seems to work out all right. I mean, occasionally you end up with like poor scores. You can see like the first level, which I replayed about like 20, 30 times. I managed to get a higher score, but my enthusiasm for replaying it that many times did run out, essentially. Particularly as this is the zombie event, like I say, is my least favourite, and the rewards, although the rewards are good, but what I really look for in rewards is an avatar. So I love collecting avatars because the avatar says, "Look at me, hey, I'm good. I know how to play the game." If there's no avatars involved, it's like, nobody's going to remember. Nobody's going to know. Nobody's going to remember. So I always think every event should have avatars as a prize for the top. Well, ideally, personally, I think it should be for the top 100. An avatar for top 100, extra avatar for top 10, avatar for first, and so on and so forth. But there we are. That's just me. Anyway, so there we are. I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope there was something useful there in terms of like getting a reasonable score on a zombie event. Like I say, it's a reasonable, not an amazing score. It's reasonable, not amazing. But, reasonable is actually sometimes what you should aim for, because like I say, you can replay and replay and replay, and you'll eventually just run out of enthusiasm, or I run out of enthusiasm. Maybe I'm speaking for myself here, but there we go. So thank you very much for watching. Do please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. As always, comments will be welcome, much received. Welcome, whatever they say. There was somebody who said my last video was the sound was a bit scratchy. I hope this one is better. I'm not quite sure why the sound would have been scratchy. And by all means, that kind of comment, honestly, I don't mind. I'm not going to be like, ooh, you said my videos were scratchy. That's just, I'd rather know so that I can try and address it. I'm not a particularly picky person or, anything like that. I'd rather know, and hopefully this one is better. I'll have to see. If this one's scratchy as well, then I'll be like, I have no idea why. But maybe I'll work it out in time. Anyway, so there we go. But thank you very much for watching. As I say, do please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And it just remains for me to say good night, Hoel Vawr. Oh, I don't need to say the Welsh bit, but anyway, good night, and may death come swiftly to your enemies. Take care. All the best. Thank you. Goodbye.